The street is not happy, man. But guess what? The street is glad that the international break is over. That was a painful international break. Man, thank you, Lord. Glad to be back for another week of Premier League review and preview show. Join me. Let's have these conversations. So much to discuss, so much to dissect. Let's go. Welcome to Football Madness. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share this. Now let's go have some fun. Let's go. Back again to another week of Premier League review and preview show. We are back for Matchweek 12. Premier League is back for another tantalizing, another transcending episode. We are going to have some fun this weekend. There's a lot of key matchup we need to discuss. There's a lot of hot topics going on in the footballing world. Man, I cannot wait to get to it. For those of you that are just joining us for the first time, you are absolutely welcome to the Football Madness platform. On this platform, we discuss all footballing topics. We mix it all up with humor and banter. So remember, don't take it personal. It's just football. We are here to have some fun. For our returning subscribers, thank you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, guys. Continue to share the videos. Continue to like. Leave us a comment. Let me know what is your own opinion for every topic, for every conversation. Let's keep the conversations going. Let's keep the topic going, guys. Yeah, let's continue to be in the comment section. Let's continue to move. With the numbers have been growing, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Thank you. For this weekend, man, there's so much topic. Where do we even going to start from? Where are we going to start from? For this weekend, there's so much topic to dissect. Where are we going to start from? Nigeria did not qualify for the World Cup. Man, my chest. Oh, whoo. Nigeria have finished me. Another 4 years, no World Cup. Man, my chest. I'm in pain. Help me. I cannot get jiggy with USA. So unfortunately, I cannot support them. I need to find me a team, and I actually do. I need to find me a team to support in the World Cup. But it's definitely going to be an African team. Right now, I'm leaning towards Senegal. So if you're a Senegal fan out there, come and recruit me. I want to jump on that bandwagon. I want to be with Senegal this World Cup. Come this World Cup 2026, yeah, I'm going to be a Senegal fan. That's where I want to be. At this point, I need me a Senegal passport. My Nigerian passport is not doing it well for me. So, hey, if you got a plug, hey, call me. I want to be a Senegalese now. I want to be a Senegalese. Come and recruit me. I am available. Nigeria, my chest, Nigeria have finished me. But anyway, what we have for you guys this weekend, for the first game we have for you guys this weekend, we have the game between Burnley and Chelsea. See, this game is a tricky one. Chelsea look like they've picked up momentum this last few weeks before we went for the international break. It looked like they are beginning to get things in order. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. They're seated in 3rd place, 20 points. So Chelsea is beginning to pick up momentum. Burnley, on the other hand, they are trending backward. Burnley is beginning to slip and slide. They are falling down. So this game is really going to be an interesting one. It's the first game of the weekend. It's the early kickoff. So Chelsea need to get themselves ready. But right now, the tricky point about this game is Chelsea injuries. Chelsea are beginning to pile up a lot of injuries. The amount of injury that is plaguing this Chelsea team right now is alarming. Kopama is still out. I think Enzo is doubtful. I think Neto is also doubtful. Those 2 players pulled out of the international break. They did not get to play for their country. So that is something to look out for. Chelsea defense is still stacked up with a lot of injuries. So Chelsea need to be wary of Burnley. Enzo Maresca need to find a way to get the players that are available, rally them, get them prepared. I think Chelsea can beat Burnley. I don't think Burnley should pose enough threat for Chelsea. Despite the injury, I think this is a game to pick up maximum 3 points. If Chelsea want to stay in the title race, if Chelsea want to be in the mix, Chelsea have to pick up points in games like this. This is as easy as it could be. Coming out of international break, it doesn't get easier than this. Key players to watch out for Chelsea in this game. Estaval is going to be a key player to watch out for in this game. Coming from the international break, he had a good international break with Brazil. He scored goals for them. He was pivotal in their play. So I believe he's going to take that momentum all the way to Chelsea and help Chelsea win this game. He is going to be a key player to watch out for in this game. Another key player to watch out for in this game is going to be Caicedo. Ability to give that defensive line cover is going to be paramount when it comes to games like this. Burnley is not going to play the best football, but they are going to play physical football and they are going to play direct football. So when it comes to set piece, when it comes to hitting the long ball, the long passes, Burnley are going to do that. Burnley are going to be looking for set piece, corner kick, long throw. That is what Burnley is going to be looking for in this game. They are not going to try to build out from the back. They are not going to play the best football, but they are going to be direct and they are going to be physical. That is expected of them. And in order for Chelsea to make sure that Burnley does not cause them any trouble, Chelsea need to make sure that they kill this game from the get-go. From the first half, you want to set your mark, you want to lay the goblet down, and you do not want to give Burnley any chance. So the key players to watch out for, Estaval, Caicedo. Caicedo need to do a good job in covering up for the defense. Right now, there is a lot of injuries in that defensive line. I will expect Hato to play for them in that defensive line. He's probably going to partner up with Fofana. Fofana is back from injury, so he's probably going to be available for this game. James also going to be available. I think Chelsea have enough to win this game, but it's going to be an interesting watch. It's going to be the first early kickoff. The key to victory for Chelsea, first and foremost, is taking their chances. You have to take your chances. When you create chances, that has been one of Chelsea's problems this season. Pedro Neto taking them chances. When you create chances, you have to convert them. That has been one of Chelsea's problems this season. Converting their chances. Delap is back from injury. He should be pivotal. He should be able to partner up with Pedro. Pedro can play 10 since Palmer is still out. And then Delap can play right in front of Pedro. So the combination play, the link-up play between them, that is something we are going to be watching out for. But I think this is going to be a good game for Chelsea. Chelsea can easily pick up 3 points in this game. It shouldn't be a game that will threaten their... I would threaten them picking up 3 points, but I think Chelsea got this in their bag. This is going to be a good one for Chelsea. So if you're a Chelsea fan, grab your popcorn, grab your drink. You are going to enjoy watching this game. The secondary key to victory for Chelsea is going to be ability to defend the set piece, ability to defend set piece, ability to defend counter attack, ability to defend long balls. That is what Chelsea need to make sure they do in this game. Do not give anything away. Nonetheless, I think Chelsea is going to come out victorious. For Chelsea fan, enjoy watching this game. It's going to be a good one. For the next game we'll have on our list, we'll have the game between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. This is an interesting matchup. Nottingham Forest last season gave Liverpool trouble. They defeated Liverpool at Anfield, and then when they went back home, they drew. So I don't think Nottingham Forest is going to be an easy side for Liverpool to win. Right now, Liverpool need points, and they need it badly. Liverpool right now have lost 4 of their last 5 games. So Liverpool need as much points and as much help as they can get. Coming from the international break, this is an opportunity for Arne Slot to turn things around. Right now, things are not going well at Liverpool. That is not a fun camp to be in right now. But this is an opportunity. This is a game that is going to be hosted at Anfield. So Liverpool has all the opportunity to pick up maximum points. Going to this game with full confidence, going to this game ready to win. This is an opportunity that you do not want to let slip your hand. Arne Slot, you need to get these players ready. You need to defend. I already told you guys last 2 weeks. All you need to do now is defend. Defend, defend, defend. The last time we saw Liverpool against Manchester City, Liverpool lost 3-0. It was a flawless victory. Manchester City dominated the game. They defeated Liverpool. Liverpool had nothing to offer in that game. But going forward against Nottingham Forest, it's high time you start correcting your mistake. And it's high time you get this team going. I personally already gave up on Arne Slot this season. I don't think he has what it takes to turn things around, at least for this season. Maybe when they go into next season, it will be a different story. But for this season, yes, I don't think he has what it takes to do anything this season. But nonetheless, the game is still there to be played. 3 points is available to be picked up, and a slot need to go out there and pick up maximum point. Key players to watch out for in this game. We have to watch out for Ekitike. We have to watch out for Mo Salah. The attacking line is going to be paramount. How if Liverpool is to win this game, Liverpool have to start scoring goals. So far this season in the Premier League, Liverpool offense have not done it at all. It's high time they start picking up goals. And when you start picking up goals, it's going to boost the confidence of the team, the morale of the team. And this is an opportunity to start against Nottingham Forest. Going forward against Nottingham Forest, if you can score early goals, make sure you do it. Do not give up your chances and do not let this game drag on. If you should drag this game into second half, Nottingham Forest is going to become a difficult side. You want to kill this game and you want to kill this game early. That is how you are going to defeat Nottingham Forest. You need to score early goals. You need to make sure that the message is sent loud and clear. Early goals. So the key to victory for Liverpool, in this game is going to be ability to take their chances, ability to create opportunities for the strikers. The midfielders need to create opportunities. Mo Salah need to start stepping up. This is not the Mo Salah we saw last season. We need to start asking questions. Where is the Mo Salah we saw last season? You have to step up. You are the one leading this team. You are the one leading the attack. You need to start giving them goals and assists. You need to start delivering. There will be nowhere to hide. You have to deliver. The secondary key to victory is going to be the midfielders. They need to be mobile. They need to do their job. You cannot give up the midfield. You have to do the defensive and the dirty job. You have to do the job. Tackling, ball recovery, covering of space. You have to. You have to. You cannot just go into this game and expect, just because you have the name in the back of your jersey, expect to win. It is not going to be tolerated and it's not going to be accepted. The mentality that you take into this game is going to determine if you win this game. The moment the game kick off, the midfielders have to send the message that they are not here to play. Energy have to be right. Mentality have to be right. And the tactics that Arne Slot is coming with have to be right. I am done trying to see all those nonsense tactics that he has been doing lately. He needs to course correct. This is the opportunity to do so. So I look forward to watching this game. It's going to be an interesting one. If you're a neutral fan, you definitely want to grab your popcorn. This is a game to watch. This is going to be an interesting one. That is what I have for you guys in the game between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. For the next game we'll have on our list, we'll have the game between Newcastle United and Manchester City. See, this is another tricky game. This is an interesting one. Manchester City right now, they are flying. They are playing one of the best football in the league right now. They're picking up maximum points. They are trying to chase Arsenal down. They're trying to get in there and compete for the league. Newcastle, on the other hand, Newcastle is so far below the table that they are trying to climb up. So they need this point. That is going to make this game an interesting game to watch. Both sides need maximum points, which is going to create an entertaining game for us to watch this weekend. Key players to watch out for Manchester City. Haaland, obviously. Haaland on the international break was scoring goals for fun. So you expect him to do the same thing for Manchester City. You expect him to bring that confidence, that momentum. You expect him to be there this weekend helping Manchester City. And also, the likes of Doku, that will be another key players to watch. The likes of Foden, the likes of Cheki, those are key players to watch that is going to determine if Manchester City are to walk out of St. James Park with maximum 3 points. But it's going to be an entertaining one to watch. Newcastle is not an easy side. Despite the position they find themselves in the league table right now, Newcastle is not an easy side. They are going to course correct. They are going to eventually start picking up points. And Manchester City does not want it to be this weekend. Manchester City need maximum points. Newcastle need maximum points. It is going to be an entertaining game to watch. If you're a neutral fan, you definitely want to grab your popcorn. You want to stay tuned in. You want to stay dialed in because this game is going to deliver. I expect both sides to score, so I expect it to be an entertaining game to watch. The key to victory for Manchester City is going to be the midfield. We already know that Newcastle midfield is mobile and energetic. So Manchester City does not want to concede the midfield to them. You have to find a way to beat Newcastle in that midfield. You have to win the midfield battle. If Manchester City can win the midfield and establish dominance in that midfield, they are winning this game easily. Whomever wins the battle in that midfield is going to win this game. So Manchester City, they need to make sure they are ready. They need to make sure they are at least for that physical play, because Newcastle midfield is going to be physical and they are going to be mobile. It's up to Manchester City to respond, to make sure that they win that battle in the midfield and they do not give anything away. Do not get complacent. Do not play with Newcastle. Do not keep them hanging around. Newcastle is not an easy side, so be wary of Newcastle. Pep Guardiola, be wary of Newcastle. You want to make sure that Newcastle do not get comfortable in this game. You want to send this game out. You want to win this game as early as possible. But it's going to be an interesting one to watch. The secondary key to victory for Manchester City is going to be their defense. They do not want to give anything away. Newcastle attack is mobile, especially those two players on the flank. The likes of Gordon, no, they are fast. Abiban fast. So they have enough speed on the flank. So you do not want to give them any opportunity. You do not want to create space between the goalkeeper and the centre back, because they are going to capitalize on those spaces. You need to make sure that you drill them, you cover those spaces. Your fullback do good job in defending the wingers from Newcastle. Newcastle is the side that is going to attack from the flank. That is how they attack. They come in from the flank, they try to put cross in, they try to play the cutback passes. You have to look out for those things. But I expect Manchester City to be victorious. Newcastle, yeah, they are going through it, and I expect them to continue going through it, at least for now. Not against Manchester City. Manchester City is going to be too much for them to handle. But that is what I have for you guys in this game. For the next game we'll have on our list, we'll have the game between Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur, London Derby. This is an interesting one. Arsenal lost Gabriel to injury during the international break, but Arsenal are prepared for it. Arsenal signed well over the summer. They brought in key centre-backs that can step in and do the job. You can move Calafiori to the left side centre-back. If that is not an option, you can also play Hincapié there. If you move Calafiori, you can play Luis Kelly Mouse, you can play him as the left back. So Arsenal have option. They signed where their defense is solid. That is one thing we are always going to say for Arsenal, at least so far this season. Their defense is solid. So I expect it to be so again against Tottenham Hotspur. I expect them to be defensively sound. I expect them to be defensively aware. I do not expect them to give much away. They are not going to make that much mistake. Arsenal defense does not give chances away like that. So it's up to Tottenham Hotspur. If Tottenham Hotspur wants to score, it's up to them to go out there and try to break Arsenal down. But Arsenal is going to be at home, so advantage to Arsenal. Is going to be very, very difficult for Tottenham to trouble Arsenal at Emirates Stadium. Despite the injury to Gabriel, I think Arsenal still have enough to win this game. I don't think Tottenham Hotspur has what it takes to pose a threat to Arsenal at Emirates Stadium. But it's going to be an interesting one to watch. Both sides play good football. Both sides have key players. They have quality players to look out for. For Arsenal, key players to watch out for in this game is going to start with Saka. Whenever Saka is firing, whenever Saka is on his day, just know that Arsenal is eating. Arsenal is cooking. They're having a blast. But in a game like this, Rice is going to be pivotal. Ability to go box to box, ability to bring energy in that midfield, he is going to be pivotal in a game like this. And also Calafiori, if he's playing left back or if he's playing center back, he has to be dialed in, because that is a player that withdrew early out of the international break. I don't know how fit he's going to be, but if he's fit enough to play this game, I expect him to deliver and I expect him to be sound. But I think Arsenal have enough, like I said, Arsenal have enough to win this game. But it's going to be an interesting watch. Tottenham Hotspur is not going to be an easy side for Arsenal. The rivalry factor is there. Both sides are going to be battling for the points. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch. I look forward to seeing this game. So if you're a neutral fan, you definitely want to grab your popcorn and stay tuned to this game. This is going to be an entertaining one. The key to victory for Arsenal, I expect Arsenal defense to be solid. That is going to be a key to victory for them, because this is a London derby game. Their defense need to be solid. Their defense need to be sound. And the secondary key to victory for Arsenal is going to be their offense. They need to score goals. Not relying on set piece. You need to score open play goals. When you start scoring open play goals, your attack is going to start developing momentum. They are going to start developing confidence. They're going to start believing in themselves. They will start taking chances that normally you would have been like, oh, let me pass. They will start taking those shots, but you have to get to that point. Scoring goals from open play is going to be key for Arsenal in this game. But I think Arsenal has what it takes to win this game. It's going to be an interesting watch. If you're a neutral fan, stay tuned in. You're going to enjoy this game. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a good weekend. I cannot wait. This weekend is going to be entertaining. For the last game we have on our list this weekend, we have the game between Manchester United and Everton. See, Everton have been a funny one this season. I really have not been able to understand the way Everton is flowing this season. 1 minute they are playing well, 1 minute they are doing well, the next minute they are losing back to back. So Everton is really a tricky one. Yeah. Their last 5 games, they've won 2, they lost 2, and then they drew 1. So Everton is really an interesting one. They defeated Everton the last time we saw them. They defeated Fulham the last time we saw them. That was a really interesting game. I expected Fulham to play better, but Everton was the better side. They picked up maximum points. But going forward against Manchester United right now, they are on form. Manchester United is on form. They won 3 out of their last 5, and then they drew 2. They've not lost in their last 5. They're unbeaten in their last 5. So Manchester United right now is in red hot form. They're climbing up the ladder. They're currently seated in 7th place. They're trying to qualify for the Champions League. So a game like this is going to be a game that they're looking forward to pick up maximum 3 points from. Everton is a defensive side. Everton is going to be sound defensively. They are going to play mobile. They are going to be physical. They are going to show up with energy. But Manchester United, on the other hand, need to make sure that this game do not get away from them. Manchester United, if you want to qualify for Champions League, games like this is where you need to pick up maximum 3 points. A game like this at Old Trafford against a side like Everton, you need to send your message and send it loud and clear. Personally, I expect Manchester United to win this game, but I know it's not going to be an easy one. It is not going to be an easy one. But Manchester United, they have the players, they have what it takes. Right, like I said, they are in hot form right now. They have the momentum on their side. They are having a good time right now, despite drawing their last 2 games. But Manchester United is having a good time right now. Yeah, things are going well for Manchester United. So going forward into this game, Manchester United need to be wary of Everton. They need to make sure that they do not get complicit. Do not let this game drag on. Games like this can be a banana peel. Do not let it drag on. Get your goals. Get it early, send the message, win the game as quick as possible, get out of the stadium. That is what you need in a game like this. The key players to watch out for, first and foremost, Mbeumo is going to be a standout player in this game to look out for. The other one is going to be Cunha, because Like I said, Everton is going to be compact. They are going to be defensively sound. So the wingers are going to have space. They have to capitalize on those space. The likes of Mbuemo, the likes of Konya, you have to even Diallo. Those flanks, players on the flank, they need to capitalize. Those are going to be the key players to watch out for Manchester United. They have to capitalize on the space. The flank space, that's where the space is going to be in this game. Also, the midfield battle in this game is going to be pivotal. You have to win the midfield battle. Both midfields are going to be physical. Both midfields are going to be energetic. So, whoever comes out victorious is going to win this game. The midfield battle in this game is going to be paramount. The key to victory for Manchester United, in a game like this is going to be their defense first. You have to be defensively sound. You do not want to give anything away. Manchester United, last 2 games, they drew 2-2. Giving up goals like that is not going to help you win game. When you are scoring 2 goals in a game, you do not want to be conceding 2 goals. That is how you lose points. Conceding 2 goals in a game is not good for anyone that is competing to make Champions League or even have aspiration of winning anything. If you give up a goal, that's fine. But giving up 2 goals in the last 2 games, 2 goals each, yeah, that is not acceptable. That defense needs to be solid. That defense needs to be sound. You cannot give up 2 goals if you want to pick up maximum points in the Premier League. So their defense is going to be the key to victory. The secondary key to victory for Manchester United is going to be their offense. The wingers, in particular, the likes of Mbuemo, the likes of Konya, the likes of Diallo, the wingers, they need to capitalize on the space. They need to create chances for the offensive line. They need to score goals. They need to be pivotal. That is how they win this game. If you can create chances from the wing, you can get goals from the cutbacks, hey, you are winning this game. That is how Manchester United win this game. But I think Manchester United have what it takes to win this game. It's going to be an interesting watch for the neutral fan. If you're a neutral fan, you should tune into this game. You are going to enjoy watching this game. That is what I have for you guys this weekend. It's been nice spending time with you guys. Guys, remember to like, remember to subscribe, and remember to share the video. Please, 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 let's continue to grow. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Guys, remember, it is not personal. It's just football. I'll catch you guys next time.